Question. DS. If m is an even integer and n is an integer, is m times n a multiple of 6? Condition 1. M times n is a multiple of 3. Condition 2. M is a multiple of 4. Solution. We will solve this DS question using the variable approach. DS, 2 variables and 1 equation, question. Condition 1, 1 equation. Condition 2, 1 equation. DS question with 2 variables and 1 equation. Let the original condition in a DS question contain 2 variables and 1 equation. Now, 2 variables and 1 equation would generally require 1 more equation for us to be able to solve for the value of the variables. We know that each condition would usually give us an equation, and since we need 1 more equation to match the numbers of variables and equations in the original condition, the logical answer is D. You should stick to the basics if complicated questions appear in the exam. The most likely answer is D because there are 2 variables and 1 equation. The answer could be A, B, or D, but the default answer is D. Let's apply the 3 steps suggested previously. Follow the first step of the variable approach by modifying and rechecking the original condition and the question. We have to find out whether m times n is a multiple of 6 if m is an even integer. We know m equals 2 times x, where x is an integer, and we have to find out whether m times n equals 6 times y, where y is an integer. Follow the second and third steps. From the original condition, we have 2 variables, m and n, and 1 equation, m equals 2 times x, which equals even. To match the number of variables with the number of equations, we need 1 more equation. Since conditions 1 and 2 will provide 1 equation each, D would most likely be the answer. Recall 3 principles and choose D as the most likely answer. Let's take a look at each condition. Condition 1 tells us that m times n is a multiple of 3. That is, m times n equals 3 times a, where a is an integer. Now, since m is even, m times n will be even. So m times n will be a multiple of 6, since m times n is both a multiple of 3 and even. Since it is a unique answer, this condition is sufficient. Condition 2 tells us that m is a multiple of 4. We cannot say if m times n is a multiple of 3. For example, if we substitute 4 for m and 3 for n, we get m times n equals 4 times 3, which equals 12, which is a multiple of 6. However, if we substitute 4 for m and 2 for n, we get m times n equals 4 times 2, which equals 8, which is not a multiple of 6. Since it is not a unique answer, this condition is not sufficient. Condition 1 alone is sufficient, so A is the correct answer. In some cases, A or B can be the answer. However, since we have 1 variable from the original condition, D is 60% likely to be the answer, so pick D if you run out of time or want to skip the question. Although the correct answer is A, in this question, don't forget that D has a higher probability of being the correct answer. Remember this if you do not know how to solve the question. Answer A.